Justin Bieber canceled his tour to start a church.
Why did Disney cut the guy-on-guy kissing scene from Descendants 2?
And Bella Thorne explains her major obsession with Dove Cameron.
All that and more on today's Rundown.
Today's episode of DHR is brought to you by M&M's Caramel Chocolate Candies.
Hey guys, welcome back to the DHR. Okay, so...
I'm sorry, I just have to get a little snack.
Already?
Before we start. I'm so hungry, you have no idea.
Oh, it's all right. So Dylan O'Brien is finally opening up about his recovery in a really awesome interview.
I'm gonna talk with my mouth full, but first let's talk about Liam and Cheryl getting married.
Oh, you're so cute.
I'm so rude, I'm sorry.
I love it.
Did Liam and Cheryl Cole secretly get married, you guys? Well, we have some fairly good evidence that they might have. Liam has referred to Cheryl as his quote-unquote wife again in a chat with French site On the Move. He dropped the W word, saying, "I have something that I'm preparing with Timberland, and I was writing with Pharrell when his wife was pregnant, along with my wife for that matter." Now that might make you think that they have had some sort of secret wedding. He has mentioned her as his wife in the past casually. Well, you guys, Louis Tomlinson has spoken out to debunk the rumor. This all happened on Capital FM radio, and it seems like what we think happened didn't happen.
I'll just be one of those typical, it's like typical slang, innit? It's like, oh, wifey.
Oh, wifey.
It's like,
Oh, do you think?
it's like, kind of like, yeah.
We didn't miss a party then.
No, I don't think so. No.
So I think there's some sort of slang way to say wife in like the UK or somewhere else that doesn't mean actual marriage. You know what I mean? It's just like my partner, my girl, right? I don't know.
My boo, right? That's literally what that means.
I mean, he could have said a lot of other things.
Yeah.
But he said wife, which also makes me think that was intentional.
It is weird that, okay, I guess like he said it multiple times. Also, they've kept secrets from us before, so I have a little bit of trust issues when it comes to that.
Right.
But also, I think it would be really cute if they didn't tell anybody again. I kind of like their style. Well, Descendants 2 fans got a real treat when the movie dropped last week, but also a lot of people realized that they cut a major scene and nobody's happy about that. So Descendants 2 premiered on the Disney Channel on July 21st, and fans didn't know that there was one major lip lock actually missing from the movie. What fans did not see was Thomas Doherty's character Harry Hook and Dylan Playfair's character Gil engaging in an intense on-screen smooch. But we know it happened because we have the proof. Both actors shared a picture of that deleted scene on their Instagram accounts. Thomas captioned his photo of the kiss saying, "What will you tell your kids you did on July 21st? A truly inspiring, beautiful human being." And Dylan wrote, "An accurate representation of my year to date. Hashtag Descendants 2, hashtag love, hashtag magic." So I was trying to understand this. Basically, this is what happened. There is a guy-on-guy kissing scene in the Descendants 2 book, right? The movie is based on a book. But I don't understand why they still cut that out of the movie. Like, I still don't get why.
I mean, I feel like there are a lot of different reasons. There's so many people making decisions behind the scenes that we can never know the real reason. Maybe they didn't like the way it was shot. Maybe they thought it was just a little too edgy, because even just guy on girl or girl on girl making out could go too far for Disney regardless. So maybe it just felt like a little too edgy regardless of who was doing the kissing. Maybe the scene was just shot in a very kind of exploitative way. That way. So maybe that's the reason why, but I mean, here's the thing, we're never gonna know. We can only assume. No. And of course everybody wants to assume it's because it was a gay kiss, but
I didn't even think that when I was reading about this, because a lot of people online were not being that rude about it. And I think that they were just more upset that they had seen pictures of it and then didn't get to see it in the movie. Yeah, because obviously, like, people are huge ships of that couple, so, you know.
Speaking of girl-on-girl kisses, and maybe even Dove Cameron, Bella Thorne has a major girl crush, and her next victim might be Dove Cameron. You guys might have heard about Bella and Dove's recent Twitter flirting, including Bella proposing to Dove, saying, "Let me wipe you up." But she stopped by People magazine and she was asked by Dove's BF, Thomas Doherty, if he needs to watch his back, and she was also asked to explain her obsession with Dove.
Look, as far as we know, she's still dating Thomas Doherty and all that stuff from Descendants 2. Does he need to watch his back? Because I think you said you want to wife her.
Honestly, I do want to wife her. She's just so beautiful.
What's behind the obsession, Bella?
And talented.
What is it?
And like she's funny and like, you know, she has this like beautiful like angelic image that's just like so like, oh, Dove. Like it totally goes with her name. And then you meet her and that girl is down. She's so cool, talks with a lower register voice like me. I don't meet many girls like that.
Okay, so to me it looks like she definitely has a girl crush. Like even down to the detail of liking the way her voice sounds. I don't know. I think she likes her.
Bella Thorne is like smitten when it comes to Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron is an adorable human being.
She's so cute.
She's so cute. So I get it. But also, Bella Thorne is in love with everybody.
She likes a challenge. Let's just put it that way.
She loves love, you know?
Yeah.
She loves to flirt. I think that's what makes Bella Thorne Bella Thorne. But I also give her a lot of props because she's very confident with her feelings. Like she doesn't care at all.
Yeah, and she usually gets what she wants.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if Bella and Dove start dating. I don't know if that's a thing, but I wouldn't be shocked.
I mean, Thomas Doherty's pretty cute too.
Why does she have to have either or? Why can't she have both?
It's true, it's 2017. You can have both. You can have both, girl. So it's obviously really hard to imagine a world without Dylan O'Brien being on our screens every week on Teen Wolf, but that actually could have happened. Yeah. Dylan told Entertainment Tonight recently that he wasn't contractually obligated to be in the show's final season, but that he couldn't imagine letting the show end without closure for his character. He said, quote, "It was really important to me. That was not the plan either. I wasn't originally able to be a part of the last 10 episodes at all, nor was I contracted to be." But he did say that his decision to go back was, quote, "fully voluntary. It was all heart." Well, at Comic-Con too, they talked about a reboot for Teen Wolf, which also, like, why are they already talking about that? The show's not even over yet. But they are talking about a reboot, and they asked if Dylan would be involved, and he was like, I didn't even know that was happening, and also no. And I thought that was really funny, because now he's working on this American Assassin movie, which he credits a lot to helping him with his recovery. He did this awesome interview where he talked about how working on American Assassin so soon, because he wasn't even technically out of recovery yet, and working with Michael Keaton, it was just kind of like very therapeutic for him, and I think that he might want to focus more on like big movies.
More serious roles.
Yeah, and that's totally fine because he's really good. Like, he's really good. I think that most of those guys, the Teen Wolf guys, can go on to do movies.
They want to grow up. Okay, before we move on to this Justin Bieber starting a church news, I would be remiss in this episode to not mention Selena Gomez dropping her new Fetish music video today, which I am currently watching on my phone.
It literally just dropped, so we haven't even gotten a chance to
really take it in, and we don't have any notes, but I can say after watching what I've seen so far, things are really uncomfortable in this music video. There's a lot of like touching her lips and like sucking on things. There's a lot of angst. She's like really walking through this house that looks like no one lives there. She looks like she shouldn't be alone in this broken down house.
Yeah.
There's also a moment where she's eating lipstick, and like there's just a lot happening that seems really dark, which is cool. I mean, we don't really see much of that in Selena's music videos, although in Bad Liar we kind of saw a little bit of that. But I'm not sure how I feel about this music video specifically.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very angsty.
I know, I mean, based on what I see, I totally agree with everything you just said. I haven't heard the song in its entirety either, so maybe it'll make sense, like once we blast it, and maybe I'll love it. But she obviously has a very clear direction for this album.
And all the songs are kind of, especially the music videos, are thematically aligned.
Totally.
So I get that there might be like a bigger story here, but I'm not really sure. One thing I do love about it is that it kind of feels like it's set in the Stranger Things universe. It's like very throwback, very 70s.
Yeah.
I see Selena living on the Stranger Things kids block.
Totally.
Hopefully they'll come and save her before that monster in the wall comes to get her, because she's gonna be next on his list.
The Demogorgon.
The Demogorgon or whatever. She's gonna be next on the Demogorgon's list. Okay, let's get to the Justin Bieber news now, because while I feel like Selena Gomez is going through a spiritual awakening in her music career, I feel like Justin Bieber is also going through a spiritual awakening, literally. There is a rumor going around today that he might have quit touring to start his own church. So Australia Channel 9 news correspondent Richard Wilkins, he claims that Justin stopped his tour to start his own church, saying, "I am led to believe that the real reason he has come off the road is because he wants to reconnect with his faith, and he may be even planning to start his own church." Now, TMZ is reporting that Justin's new purpose is his spirituality, courtesy of the popular Hillsong Church, which I'm a huge fan of generally. TMZ claims, quote, multiple sources familiar with the situation tell us Justin's decision to abruptly cancel his Purpose tour is rooted in his relationship with church pastor Carl Lentz. But interestingly, Lentz encouraged Justin to continue his tour, saying, the church didn't tell Justin to cancel the tour. He made his decision based on spiritual soul searching and his own view of the path in life he should be taking. So in July, he attended the Hillsong conference with Pastor Carl in Sydney, which seems to have influenced this decision. However, TMZ has stopped Justin after he grabbed some sushi in LA yesterday and asked him if the cancellation had anything to do with this. And he seemed very confused, saying, no, you already know the reason.
Yeah, you guys, he's not starting a church. Like, this is crazy. And also, he canceled his tour because he's tired, so leave him alone and let him rest. I will say, Justin is very in touch with his faith, and that's great and fine. And I mean, like, we heard his speech at the Manchester One Love concert. I've seen him at church, like up the street. So it's fine. Like, but why does that necessarily mean that he's starting a church? Maybe he just like wants to relax and go to church on Sunday like he did every day or every week when he was living here.
All right, Selena's music video, it just came out. Have you seen it yet? If you have, do you like it?
Yeah.
Let us know.
We're gonna go watch it right now. Also, you guys, do you think Justin's starting a church? I'll give you a hint. He's not, but let us know if you think that he is. And would you attend Justin's church? I totally would.
Yeah. And also, do you think I can catch this in my mouth if I throw it in
Heck
the
yeah.
air? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys.
nailed it. You guys, I'm so talented. Thanks for watching this show.
That's awesome. I've never been able to do stuff like that.
Well, you should practice now that we have all these great
I
M&Ms.
should.
You guys, let us know in the comments. We love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye. For more, click left to see Kendall Jenner receive backlash for her stripped down smoking photo shoot.
Or right to witness a Snapchat hacker threaten to leak Kylie's nudes.
Thanks again to M&M's Caramel Chocolate Candies for sponsoring today's episode.